Man, I hate those things.
Clearly, they're not the brightest bunch around.
Out of all of the things MLP has done, the Breezies have got to be the most annoying, convoluted, asinine creatures in existence. As much as I loved Season 4, this episode has got to be the lowest point. And remember, I'm the type of person that watches every episode the first time through with their brain turned off. And even then, I knew that the Breezies didn't fly. And that's not a pun. I am too livid to indulge in comedy's highest form of art. Even in the world of my little continuity? What's that? These little buggers didn't make any form of sense. They're so weak and frail and helpless that it's nothing short of a pure miracle that they survived the chaos-strewn hellscape that was early Equestria before the Royal Sisters got that nonsense locked down. I don't even know where to start with these guys. There is no anchor to latch onto because nothing about them makes sense. Okay, so they need the pollen because it changes their weather somehow? So why would you live so far away from a vital resource? Especially when your only hope of collecting and transporting them safely comes from a continuous chain of goodwill from Pegasi. You can't even transport this crud on your own without fear of it going bad. And can we talk about that? About the pollen going bad? Because I've watched and rewatched Fluttershy's explanation more times than I dare risk my sanity on thinking about, and that still doesn't make any sense. Unless it gets wet and starts growing mold, pollen can't go bad. It can get old, sure, and it can lose some nutritional value from it, but it's still good. Now, destroy makes more sense, since these little crud cakes can be blown around by a single leaf. I can imagine why they'd need the magic in a breeze to collect the pollen if that's the case. So why didn't they just say that? For that matter, you'd think that same magic would also protect the Breezies, but no, apparently that makes too much sense. So it has to be the magic keeps the pollen from being destroyed, not go bad. There is a difference. You don't flip your car 17 times on the interstate and say, "Aw, it went bad in the accident." But frankly, I don't even think this is the honest case anyway. I think the reason Breezies don't make any lick of sense about how a species this weak and codependent can survive while giving nothing back is because they're little freaking con men. They don't need the Pegasi to make a breeze for them. They don't have any magic that keeps their pollen from going bad. They're lying. They know that the ponies are overly helpful and trusting, and they've been using them for who knows how many years to transport their lazy butts across Equestria. I mean, look at how quickly Seabreeze's group is willing to mooch off of Fluttershy. They had no plans on leaving. If left to their own devices, they would have stayed in her cottage being pampered for the rest of their lives. And some of those little creeps had families, children they had no intention of going back to. That's kind of messed up. If this paints the Breezies as kind of being a-holes, then it's only because they probably are. Frankly, your options with these guys are either they're this weak, pathetic species whose own rules and continuity contradicts itself, or they're lying little shysters that came up with a bad lie to get a quick, easy ride across the country for something that I'm now questioning if they even really need. You know what? You know what I think the Breezies actually are? They're just a parasitic species facading as this cute, tiny creature. They're parasprites. They are smaller, more intelligent parasprites. And until the show proves me wrong, I'm going to keep believing that, because there is nothing good about these stupid, needy, mooching little... Oh, it's you again. And you brought friends. Oh, hey, you're not still mad about that whole me smacking you thing, are you? Oh, sweet Luna! Not the face! Not in the face! Oh, make it stop! Oh, somebody help me! Oh, the tiny little fish don't actually hurt that much, but it's still so